All of these crystals have changed my life in very unique and different ways. If you are starting to collect crystals but don't know which ones to invest in, you have come to the right place. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Courtney, and my channel is all about connecting with crystals, learning about their metaphysical benefits, and really just becoming aware of this unique energy that's available to all of us. So thank you for joining me. Before we dive into some must-have crystals, I wanted to give a big shout out to my newly released digital guide. It is here to help you along your crystal journey. Everything you need to know to get started with crystals is outlined in my 40-page digital guide. I have it linked down below. You can also check it out with this pop-up card. I think you would really enjoy it as you are embarking on your crystal journey. So now let's really dive into these crystals. Like I said, all these crystals have changed my life in a very unique way that I will be sharing today. I'll also be going over the metaphysical benefits of each crystal so you can kind of get an inside scoop of what their energy will offer you. If you are excited to dive into this list, give me some gratitude by giving this video a big like. And again, if you are starting your crystal journey, you might as well subscribe because I got loads of content just for you. So I'm so excited to dive into the first must-have crystal. Really, the power of love is unmatched, and it is why I think this is an essential crystal to have when you are embarking on your crystal journey, and that is rose quartz. Rose quartz engenders the release of tension and stress, the dissolution of anger and resentment, and dispelling of fear and anger. It really brings a sense of rebirth, of hope and faith in the benevolence of the universe. Rose quartz really does have a special place in my heart because it was one of the first crystals I was gifted on Valentine's Day from my boyfriend at the time. And I just felt a really strong connection to this rose quartz. This is the exact piece I received. And I noticed shortly after I started working with rose quartz, I was really opening up to spirituality. I was embarking on my spiritual journey, and I had this sense of love, this sense of gratitude, this sense of loving myself more than I ever had before in my entire life. Because I was so open to this kind of new world with spirituality, opening up my mind, my consciousness, I really started to manifest and change my vibration. And this really changed my entire life because it really molded me into the person I am today, being a spiritual person, being someone that is a crystal enthusiast. It was because I really was loving my life. I was loving myself. I was on my spiritual journey, and I was really putting more love out into the world. When you start incorporating rose quartz into your life, you will notice your vibration changing. You will notice that you are more bubbly, that you are fun to be around. Maybe you have had some tendencies in the past to feel negative towards yourself. Maybe you didn't have that self-love. Rose quartz can tremendously change your energy in loving yourself and then also loving the world around you. This next crystal has such a sweet energy. I love bringing this crystal into my life. I feel like it brings such a benevolence, so much luck, and just good vibrations. And that crystal is green aventurine. Green aventurine is a stone of optimism and zest for life. It helps one move forward with confidence into new situations, such as changes in one's employment, residence, school, relationships, and spiritual focus. It helps one release attachments to one's creations and experiences so they can manifest in the physical world. I really do believe this is a must-have crystal because there are so many instances in our life where we need a little bit of luck on our side. We need a little bit of motivation, and that's exactly what green aventurine brings to us. I remember learning about the metaphysics of green aventurine and being like, okay, I'm gonna use this stone when I am going after a job, when I am looking to start something new in my life. It was always that go-to crystal that really brought this lucky energy to me. I have had green aventurine in job interviews. I've had it with me when I've been apartment hunting. Like, it's just one of those crystals to have with you when you're in the act of doing something that you really, really want. What it really comes down to is that green aventurine really supports you with new beginnings. It really helps you develop this understanding that you can achieve your dreams, and it really puts you on this positive path forward. I would say that's definitely the energy of green aventurine. It helps with growth. It helps with you dealing with change. So if you are currently going through maybe a crossroads in your life and you need a little bit of luck on your side to go on the direction that you're foreseeing you want to go on, having green aventurine will help get you there. Jumping to the next crystal on this list, this is for all my anxious friends out there. Hello, I'm also an anxious friend. If you need some calm, some tranquility, something to really ease your nerves, this is a must-have crystal, such a staple in any crystal collection, and that is amethyst. Amethyst energy builds a cocoon of light around one's aura, creating a powerful resonant field that helps one remain clear and centered while staying open to spiritual direction and intuitive information. Listen, we all get stressed out. We all have some form of anxiety. I remember I was at a point where it was really hard for me to go to sleep at night. Like, I would just have racing thoughts before bed, and I learned about the metaphysics of amethyst. I heard that it's a great stone to keep next to your bedside, so I started experimenting with having amethyst face me while I was sleeping. What I discovered was that not only did I have better sleep each night, but I had very vivid dreams. I felt very calm when I was going to bed. It really did greatly help my anxiety, especially at bedtime. I also started to do a few other habits, like not being on my phone too much before bed, and also like reading before bed. You know, combated with this crystal, I feel like it really helped the issue I was going through at that time. Another really big hack with amethyst is wearing amethyst jewelry. I definitely recommend this if you are an anxious person naturally. It really can bring so much ease into your life, and it really does bring clarity into your mind's eyes. So if you kind of have a fast-paced job, or you have a lot of people that you're always communicating with, wearing amethyst or having amethyst by you can really help you feel clear and feel calm. Not to mention, it is one of the most beautiful crystals out there. This beautiful purple color is really so mesmerizing, and it's known as one of the gateway crystals into starting your spiritual journey. So I wouldn't be surprised if you were very drawn to this one naturally as you are embarking on your crystal journey. This next must-have crystal is very near and dear to my heart because I personally love connecting with my angels, and that's exactly what this crystal facilitates. And that is Celestine or Celestite. Celestine assists one in opening one's higher senses to perceive psychic and intuitive information, and it stimulates both the crown and third eye chakras to raise and expand one's awareness into the higher realms. Angel communication is something that I practice in my daily life. I love to pick up on my angels' messages, signs when they visit me in dreams. Anything of the sort, I am very much in tune with that and want to receive those signs. I remember learning how Celestine or Celestite, I interchange the names because it can be called either or, but I remember learning about the metaphysics of this stone, how it really does help aid with that connection and communication with angels, and I have a lot of angels in heaven that I want to connect with. So when I started incorporating this crystal into my life, I think this is around the time when I started learning about what angel numbers were. I also started to have more dreams with my angels. I felt like I was having deeper meditations when I would meditate with Celestite. This is a great crystal to meditate with and receive those intuitive messages. It just really like builds that muscle, that intuition muscle within you. This crystal really helped me find peace in chatting with those who have passed over, to know that they are still able to connect with me, that I can pick up on those signs, was very life-changing for me. It brought a reassurance to me. This support system is still guiding me every day, even though they're not physically here. If you yourself have recently lost a loved one, or you want to connect with an angel or a guide, I definitely recommend getting Celestite. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous crystal. They are a little fragile, so just wanted to note that. But I promise you, you will love, love, love this crystal and the energy that it provides. We have made it to my last crystal recommendation, and I will say I do believe this crystal is a little underrated. I think it doesn't get as much love as it should because it really does help boost our intuition, our divine feminine energy, and really developing that spiritual knowledge along our spiritual journey, and that is the beautiful Moonstone. In its reflected light, we can project and thereby observe hidden truths that reside in the depths of ourselves. Out of the light of consciousness, Moonstone is a talisman for the inward journey. Now, I will say there are a lot of varieties of Moonstone. What I'm showing you right now is Rainbow Moonstone. I feel like I am a little bit more drawn to Rainbow Moonstone and Peach Moonstone, but I definitely encourage you, if you can go to your local crystal shop, see what varieties of Moonstone they have there and see which one you're connecting with. Each Moonstone has a little bit of a different energy, all really bringing this intuition, this divine feminine, and really introspection, but they're a little bit different. So I really do encourage you to see which Moonstone you are feeling really drawn to. I remember when I was embarking on my crystal journey and really learning about Moonstones, heightened sense of divine feminine and just overall energy to the moon, this lunar magic. And at that time, I was really getting into new moon rituals and full moon rituals. I was starting to develop a consistent manifesting practice on the new moons and the full moons, and I always had Moonstone by my side because I really did feel like it heightened that spiritual energy and really getting me in the zone when I would do any kind of ritual that I was feeling called to do. Moonstone is a very powerful manifesting crystal, especially if you are utilizing it during the full moon and new moons. So if you are starting your spiritual journey and you're kind of learning about the planets, you're learning about astrology, you're learning about the moon and how it really does connect with us, our beings at a soul level, you will love incorporating Moonstone into your routine. When I gravitate towards Moonstone, I'm always feeling like this goddess energy, like this moon energy, like this just divine feminine, beautiful energy. I just receive that and I love embodying it. It's so powerful. And honestly, you can tap into divine feminine energy no matter what you identify as. Like, it really is this nurturing, beautiful energy. Moonstone is the perfect ally to accompany you as you go on this inward journey, as you look up and soak up those lunar rays. You will feel so connected to the universe and really feel your manifesting channel within you really feel strong and powerful as you proclaim those manifestations. Just wanted to shout out again, my crystal e-guide is available to download. You can purchase it down below. It is the perfect guide for you to jumpstart on your crystal journey. Work with the crystals I just mentioned, download the guide, and start really developing your crystal resonance. I promise you these crystals that I just recommended would pair wonderfully with the crystal practices and all the information I provide in that guide, so definitely go check it out. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If there was a crystal that I didn't recommend that you would recommend to someone that is a must-have crystal, I would love to hear it down below in the comments. Please don't be shy. I know there are so many crystals out there that can be deemed as a must-have crystal. So I would love for this community to hear from you. Let us know why you think this crystal is a must-have crystal so it can maybe inspire someone out there to go get it and start working with it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I had a lot of fun going over all of these must-have crystals. If you are new here, I would love it if you subscribed. Come on and join this crystal fam. Thanks so much for hanging out, and I will see you in my next one.